Hey, yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? Welcome to Reflections of a DJ, the R.O.A.D podcast presented by DJ City and Beat Source. I'm one of your hosts, DJ Crooked. We got DJ Never here.
Yo, what up?
We got DJ D Miles.
What's good?
We got Jamie the Great.
Yeah.
What's good, fellas?
My family.
Not for much, man.
Never
Yes.
D, how you guys on the COVID couch? You guys good?
Man, we hold it down.
COVID couch? Chill, man.
Anyone sitting next to D
It's the COVID,
man.
don't,
Messed up.
don't jinx me, man.
I'm the COVID, man.
I'm starting to get a slight headache right now, too, man.
You get a runny nose, man. You know, it ain't
You
allergies.
kept calling them shits allergies, huh, Kirk?
I've been fighting it. I haven't caught it yet, but
Hey, man, you good?
D was so stubborn, man.
Oh no.
Yo,
He's like-
I swear to God, I wanted to punch his ass on a point.
Nah, this ain't COVID. This ain't COVID. It's just allergies. You know, my allergies acting up. I'm like, yeah, you better get your ass to get tested, motherfucker.
You can't taste or smell. That's not allergies, buddy.
I thought it was.
He's like, I think it's just allergies, but I can't taste nothing. I'm like, yes, you need to get tested. Fucking
Yo,
guy.
I was like chopping onions, and I couldn't. I was like, oh shit.
You don't smell
Bro,
the onions. You don't
yeah.
taste the onions.
We were undefeated for about 16 months of not catching this shit.
I know.
Finally, it was
Hey,
you
man,
this
you know.
whole time. Bro, and COVID man over here wanted to go to the fucking Austin concert for the Locks and Dipset and State Property.
Yeah, I seen I was like the closest one to the West Coast. I was like,
and you
we
got
should go.
COVID. And you got COVID in Austin.
Yeah, and he wanted to go
Pretty
back.
You want to go back?
And then he sends that, and then they announced that there's a stage 5 of the pandemic,
Yeah.
the worst fucking stage
In Austin.
in
I'm
Austin.
almost positive though that I got it on the plane.
Dude, you're not.
There was a dude that was
How do you
next to
know?
me. There was a dude next to me, man, and he was coughing like crazy. But I tried to tell him, I tried to say something. He didn't speak English. So he was just like coughing, like literally for the whole 2 hours. And I was like all bundled up.
What's your name? COVID. Hey, where you flying to? COVID.
COVID land. That's where you going now too.
How many days you gonna be in Vegas? COVID.
COVID?
About 19.
And then like as we were getting off the plane, he just like put up a phone, like a picture of like weed. He was trying to ask me where he could find weed. It was like hella weird. Yeah.
Yo, why do you talk to these
Yeah,
motherfuckers,
no,
man?
he's just the friendliest motherfucker.
Yo, he was
in
sitting
the world.
back. I had no choice. He
I
was
would have
sitting next
moved,
to me.
man. What flight was it?
It was
Southwest?
full.
How you
No,
gonna move? You're in a flight.
Go to the bathroom,
can't
man.
move.
I was on American, but it was completely full. And so like I
Damn,
literally
son.
was just stuck. I was just like, fuck, man. Like I can't like switch seats.
Yeah,
I
but you
couldn't
probably
do
took
nothing.
your mask off. You were eating. You're probably sharing peanuts with this motherfucker
Nah,
too, right?
I took my mask off to drink water.
Man.
But I would have
Ain't
sacrificed that thirst.
Yeah.
All this for you would have.
All these for some
I'm over
water.
here making fun of non-English speaking motherfuckers.
You can't even say a sentence.
Making up COVID.
And then he showed you a fucking picture.
You would have
where-
went to Austin to go to that show just for the Locks and
I mean, I got some family there too, so it would have been like I could have spent some time with them and then.
spread it everywhere.
and bring it back here.
Bring it back here
Nah,
and spread it with us.
but I really wanted. I was excited when I saw that flyer.
He was like the superhero.
All right, so
tour.
let's get into this. Y'all want to talk about the
Yes,
versus
please.
Locks
Yeah,
and Dipset?
I never thought I was gonna see the day. You know I'm a big Dipset fan, bro. We got smacked in the face over there, man.
that was crazy.
I think we're all Dipset fans, right?
Yes.
We all love Dipset, but we also know how like kind of horrible Cameron is at live performances, right?
Yeah, all horrible.
So
Yeah.
so leading up to this, right, I was amped up.
Yeah.
But everyone was DMing me and texting me, Dipset got this in a bag. And I was telling them, and they didn't believe me. I said, I don't know. Because
Yeah.
the Locks got big songs.
They do.
And they work with big artists.
and a lot of them I forgot about.
You did?
A lot of them. Maybe it's just because I haven't.
You wasn't
we
thinking
don't,
about
we
that.
don't play them. You know what I mean? It's like it just wasn't in my memory. But like dips, like all the Dipset shit. I'm very like that shit is my memory like heavy because that's the shit I came up to like in
shit's
high
I
school and
grew up
college.
with,
Yeah.
I think in the long run, though, like the Locks, right? So the Locks in this versus, you know, they just dominated. Jadakiss just dominated the whole
Bro, he
fucking
was a
was
versus.
crazy, bro.
freestyle body.
And it was just like, the first thing right off the bat, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's the things that I noticed. Like, number one, the Locks are united, right?
That was
they
that
move,
was evident.
They move like a fucking team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They let if Jada is gonna lead, they let him lead, and then they know how to back him up and follow it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you look at Dipset, you could tell these motherfuckers don't really like. They
don't
don't
really
really get along.
They're not a unit. They don't.
Like Cameron had beef with almost everybody, right?
Yeah, not even that long ago, he had beef
Like
with Jimmy.
there was a Mace, even from the day one. Mace put Cam on.
Yep.
There was the Mace and Cam beef, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there was like Jigga and Cam, right?
Yep.
Even with the Rockefeller shit.
He had beef with 50.
He had beef. Did he have beef with 50?
Yeah,
he did.
he had beef with 50. I want to say what, like maybe 05?
Yeah, 04, 05.
And even the biggest beef is Jim Jones and Cam,
Yeah.
yeah, them
right?
too.
When you beefing with your own peoples and you talking shit, like I don't know
Yeah,
what that
man.
shit is, man.
Did you guys watch the Fat Joe recap?
Yeah.
He said that that Cameron, before they were gonna step out to the ring to the stage, that Cameron was on his way out, but Michael Buffer was announcing and he heard it and he went back. He just went outside. He went back to the stage, so he was ready to dip out on Dipset.
That's crazy.
What do you mean he was gonna leave?
I don't think
Like he was leaving the event. Like, he
How
was ready to
Fat
leave
Joe's
the
know
venue.
all this though? He was in the audience.
Bro, it's Fat Joe. Come on, I'm not gonna question Fat Joe. One,
I don't believe Fat Joe.
I don't know. I don't think he'll say that just to say that.
Why
So
would Cam just leave and shit?
because Cam
If
is
he
the
wanted to
type
leave,
to
he would have
leave.
just left.
That does sound like some shit that Fat Joe got wrong, maybe a little bit. And I saw Cam leaving. Why would you leave?
Why you leave?
Maybe Cam left some cigarettes in the car. Like maybe he left some shit in the car.
Nah,
Do you
bro,
think they
that's-
were like overly confident that they were going to win?
Oh, of course, bro.
Here's the thing, man. Let me finish. This is the
Yeah.
thing with Harlem. So like these motherfuckers don't get along, right?
No.
You could tell like these motherfuckers don't move like a unit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They're just individuals, right? Just kind of.
I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
don't-
been a while since they've been together. Also,
no, but there's always been
And
like
even-
a.
I'm not- I'm
They
not
should
saying-
have. They should have moved better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a Harlem thing though, because even when
I
I,
think it's them. They've always been like that. They've been horrible at performances.
yeah, but even when I talk to like when I talk to like motherfuckers from the block in Harlem, like when I talk to
watch what you say. But
no,
go
no,
ahead.
yeah.
Shout out to Spank.
No, even when I talk to someone like the homies and I'm like, yo, how's he doing? How they? I'm like, yo, they're beefing. Everyone's beefing, but they homies.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers known each other for 30 years, but all of a sudden they stop talking to each other for 5 years. Yo, they ain't talking 3 years, yo. I'm like, why did they talk? Oh, he says, you know, this person's, father passed away, and then something happened, and someone said something out of pocket. It's just always like every time I talk to them,
Yeah.
there's some type of beef going on the block over there. So I just kind of feel like Harlem motherfuckers are kind of like, I don't know, maybe there's like a jealousy thing. I don't know what it is.
That's weird.
They always
Like, what
trying to
is
be
it?
like the man. Yeah.
Huh?
I feel like they just everybody's trying to be the man in Harlem. Like, if you dress, I'm gonna dress better.
What is Harlem? Harlem motherfuckers are known to be flossy.
Yeah.
Like
Flashy.
flamboyantly flashy,
fly,
right?
yeah.
Fly.
I mean, look at
They
Puff,
always dress the
Mace.
best, right?
Yeah.
What was that
Mace,
meme that people were
Cameron.
saying with Jewels? He had on like every outfit. Like he had on, that motherfucker had on like 5 different designer.
He had like 3
rags.
do-rags on.
Yeah, I
right?
had 3 do-rags. And then he thought he was going to do something when he took the do-rag off and he only had the bandana. And he was going to go back to 05. Like, come on.
I just feel like the Locks are a unit.
It's
Yeah.
not. Also, I feel like Dipset didn't know the concept of a verses, because they wasn't doing any features. They was just doing their own songs. That's my opinion.
I just think they didn't prepare for that
and that's
shit.
as well.
Yeah.
I just think-
of course, yeah.
But here's the thing that we gotta get into, and this is I've been saying this for a minute, but I honestly think like Puffy and Bad Boy was the best training the Locks ever had.
Showmanship.
I mean
1,000.
that. Also, they was with Rough Riders. They had to perform with DMX,
DMX, yes,
and that wasn't easy. So they had to stay on top of the
yeah, I
game.
wasn't that game type.
And Rough Riders as well.
but it's also all the ghostwriting they did, all the studio time, working with Biggie,
Yeah.
like working with those professionals, doing these big songs like the Benjamins,
Yeah.
and all of these big fucking songs.
Honey.
Yeah, well, leading up to
Yeah.
like bigger
Oh, okay.
songs with Mariah Carey, like Honey, and then J-Lo, and then touring, and then Puffy being like, nah, you can't go on the Tonight Show and do that. You gotta sound clear.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure
Yeah.
Puffy was on them about their live show.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
see it. Like their
You know what I'm
showmanship
saying?
was crazy.
It was crazy. Like, and they were together, and I think also Jadakiss, right? This is his second verses.
Yeah.
So I think this with the second one,
Yeah.
he knew the importance of the DJ, right?
Right.
Since the first one, because everyone was saying that Fab's DJ was whack.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That was-
yeah.
Because the first Jada verses was him and Fab, right?
Yeah.
It was a different energy to that though, right? Because Fab and Jada are like tight. They're like homies.
Yeah.
They're in a rap group, aren't they? Like
They did an album together.
Oh, yeah,
They did a mixtape together.
There was
they
a-
did like 2, right?
yeah, the Jason versus Freddie or something.
Yeah,
like that.
uh-huh.
The
So like
Hollywood
homies. So the energy in that was different.
Yeah.
But you could still see like Jada was kind of holding back, being cool and respectful.
He was drunk and he was
Yeah.
with the
He was
banter,
smiling,
and shit like that.
he
He was
was-
smiling,
yeah.
dancing.
But he saw like the importance of 2 things, right? But it's like 1 is the DJ, right?
For sure.
And 2 is having a response for whatever big song they're about to play.
Yeah.
he was prepared, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He was prepared.
And then you saw that shit.
Well, the DJ was that his name was Technician.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
technician.
He was on, man.
He was killing
He
it.
was killing
He
it.
knew everything,
But they were ready
I mean,
and they were
they
synchronized.
rehearsed that.
Yeah.
bro. They
So,
were
and
so. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm about to say they rehearsed with the DJ, so they knew what to do, how to do it. And I feel like that was
I
definitely.
think if they didn't rehearse with that motherfucker, they definitely sat down for a day or a couple days and went through the catalogs on like,
Absolutely,
yo,
man.
when Cam does Welcome to New York, we're gonna do the Ja Rule New York.
Come on,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
that song.
When they start doing like Hey Ma and they start doing like Oh Boy, all these
The
like
girl,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
girl songs.
we're gonna do like Honey, we're gonna do all of
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I'm
Ride or
saying?
Die
J-Lo
chick.
record.
Right. They knew they were like ready for all of that shit.
Yeah,
like
man.
they were ready to like literally combat each thing.
And Dipset's DJ was off. Like there was one point where Cameron was trying to talk, and the DJ started playing the record, and he like literally Cameron looked back and was yelling at him like, "Cut the fucking music! Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
I think his name was Mo. He's like, Mo, chill out, Mo.
Poor Mo. Man.
Yo,
Mo was just playing music. He was just like, "Oh fuck it, man."
Oh,
I
man.
think the problem was like Mo was on the controller, right? I think he was on the
Was
controller.
he? I'm not
every
sure.
once in a while. Someone texted me, is like, yo, is that Boogie Blind? I'm like, that's not Boogie Blind. There's no fucking way that's Boogie
Yeah,
Blind.
Boogie Blind would break that shit.
No. But the dude who's DJing for Dipset,
Mhm.
you could tell like he didn't know. He was trying to do quick mixes,
Yeah.
and that didn't even work out.
Yeah.
I feel like I've never seen a group like Dipset with such a strong catalog. I've never seen like when they performed, they made their song worse.
Like it didn't
Yeah.
translate.
Bro.
I've never seen.
That's
I've never
crazy.
seen that in my
Yeah.
life where someone with such a strong catalog, they made their own song worse by performing it.
I was.
They got booed
Have you ever
too.
seen that?
I was
Nah,
hurt
I never
when
seen
when
it.
they did Dipset Anthem.
Bro,
I was hurt.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
they actually redeemed themselves on Dipset Anthem.
Or maybe it was residue. 'Cause-
No, because that's when Jules Santana went to the Locks
Uh-huh.
and he was just talking shit like with the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, it's my block now, all right, kid? He started getting it. And I was like, all right, they redeemed themselves
Yeah.
with
For
Dipset
one
Anthem.
song, bro.
And even like when they did I Really Mean It, I was just like, damn, man. Like, where's the energy? That this song is so hype. And it's
Yeah,
just,
bro.
Yo, like, I could be wrong, but when they did We Gon' Make It, Cam's response was that Killer Cam,
Yeah.
Cam. And I was like, nah, man, you can't play. Like, y'all should have walked out to that shit. Yo, even their intro was bad when they came out.
Yeah.
We ready?
I heard they was late.
No, Cam was late. He
They
didn't
just
show up.
they just a mess, bro. They were just like
Then that lawn chair, they put the lawn chair.
and Cam was sitting
Yeah,
on
Cam
it.
was sitting there.
It was funny. There was some dude on YouTube. He was saying that, oh yeah, I'm Dipset all day, but the Locks they win. But yo, man, why'd they let those old guys beat them? And I'm thinking, yo, Cam and Locks came out at the same time,
right.
and Jim Jones is the same age as Cam, so they're all the same age. It's not like the Locks are fucking that old.
Yeah. That's weird.
The Locks is a little older.
Yeah,
right?
I would say
Nah,
Jimmy's not Cam's age.
Jimmy is.
Or Juelz.
Jules is
young.
definitely the youngest.
Well, he was like the next. He was like the Memphis Bleak of
Exactly,
of Dipset.
of Dipset, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Jim and Cam are around the same age.
Yeah, they
45.
came up in high school together.
exactly.
And Juelz is probably like late 30s, right? Around there. I think he's like
Maybe
he's like my
mid
age.
or late 30s, some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they are.
Yeah,
around
and then
the same age, right?
Cam album dropped the same year as the Locks' first album,
Oh, really?
or maybe a year apart, but definitely around the same time.
Yeah.
Just 357?
No,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one before that. Wait, no, 357. Yeah,
Yeah. That
Yeah,
the
that
album
was-
with 357.
Yeah,
right?
they came out with this at the same time as Money, Power, and Respect.
With like Horse and Carriage and all that?
Yeah.
That album?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
it
was-
would have been crazy though. Like if Mace came out with Cam.
I know, man.
That would have been dope.
That would've
That would have
been
been a
dope.
moment.
So much shit they could have done. They could have did. They didn't do. Jules didn't do the shit with Chris Brown. Run it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Run It.
I just think
They-
I just think they DJ wasn't. I just think they didn't plan that shit at all. Like they just.
Yeah, man. And then Jim Jones did a lot of features. Like he
Yeah.
did the Walk It Out remix. I mean,
He didn't need to do
those are
that.
but those are big songs, though, man. I feel like that would have helped him a little bit.
I feel like he just always sounded out of place on that song to me for some reason. Like he didn't need to do that. Like walk it out. Like,
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yo,
man.
there's so many great DJs in Harlem.
Yeah.
Like they could have used anybody, yo. That was just like,
I think that was their homeboy or whatever. Just like, yo, you want a DJ? He's like, yeah, all right.
Yo, the youngest one is Sheik, and he's 44. Everybody else is 45, 46. So yeah.
yo, there was a tweet from my boy Annie Quinn from New York. Amazing DJ. Actually DJ for D-Light back in the day.
Yeah.
He said this, and I thought it was like actually interesting. So he tweeted out, part of what allowed Jada to body Dipset so thoroughly last night was simply the tone of his voice. There was constant yelling on that stage from jump, but Jada's tone cut through the noise. Wherever his frequency range sits, it's just different. When Cam sounds best is when he's casual, not strained. To me, it didn't even sound like Cameron last night. This is peak Cam right here. Oh, so he posted a video of Cam, but
The rap stuff.
yeah, I thought it was a good question because I'm thinking like, can soft-spoken rappers really be effective as live performers?
it's tough.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the Cam shit is laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah, very smooth
Mellow.
with it.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of the Dipset shit is pretty laid back.
Yeah.
Besides
Yeah.
Jewels, sometimes when he goes off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You feel me? But Cam, I think when I've seen Cam live, I think that's been really, really his downfall is that his voice doesn't sound good live.
Yeah.
Like
And
his
it
voice
couldn't-
doesn't carry.
It sounds like he's straining himself every time he spits.
It sounds like he has like
he's
stuffy nose.
talking like this.
Yeah.
And he can't really get on. Then the mics be too low. So he's like screaming even louder.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because even when him and Jada were going back and forth and they were like talking shit to each other,
Yeah.
which I think is funny because did you think some shit was going to pop off?
Yes.
I
thought
didn't
for
know.
sure.
I didn't think so.
I didn't think so.
I
That's
did
just the
know.
New York in them,
I'm
man.
from
I don't
LA,
think-
bro.
There was a moment where
Yeah.
was it Jada Kiss that grabbed Jewel's rag off his head?
yeah,
Yeah.
At that, I was like, "Oh shit!"
And
Like,
then Styles P
that
was,
kinda-
Styles P was getting kicked by Cameron and shit. Yeah, that's why I was like, something's gonna pop off.
Nah. See, I didn't think no shit was going to
Me
pop
either,
off.
man. Nah.
But y'all probably recognize that energy though.
Yeah,
From
we were
being
like,
from New York.
See,
you know what
West
I'm
Coast, y'all don't
Yeah.
do that, right?
Yeah.
Nah, hell
we would
no.
have jumped somebody.
Somebody would have took something wrong.
Somebody would have pulled something out. And started
You know what I
shooting.
mean?
Yeah, LA,
Yeah.
West Coast motherfuckers.
That's funny. I was looking, Artistic, right? Shout out to Artistic.
Yeah,
Great fucking DJ. He's great on Twitter, by the way.
Yeah.
He's really like a lot of fun to follow. Like he just says really interesting shit and like posts dope shit. Artistic, he said, this verses makes me realize how truly laid back LA rappers are. I can't imagine any of them going at it like this, or even like Gucci and Jeezy. Either they would be super friendly or they shot each other in the parking lot, like no in between. He's kind of right though, right?
Yeah.
facts.
Like
Yeah.
only New York motherfuckers can really yell at each other, curse each other out, and it's
And
just
it's love.
Yeah. End of the
Yeah.
day, it's just like, all right.
it's just love. Because I think with New York motherfuckers, if we don't like you, we wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah,
We wouldn't even allow it to get to that level to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think that's how like we be talking sometimes on the podcast and motherfuckers think we fighting.
Yeah.
Remember we be on Twitch when we're doing the battles
Yeah. Yeah.
and we be getting heated.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah.
it's just like I just think that's some New York shit. Like
It
just
is.
talking
It
shit.
is
It
because you
is,
couldn't
yeah.
like you couldn't have like YG and like another rapper from LA on the stage going at it like that without some kind of scuffle. Like at some point, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
1,000.
But it made sense in that environment in New York. It just kind of like I was like, for me not knowing, I was like, damn, are these motherfuckers gonna fight? Like, what's going on?
Well,
Like,
I was breaking it down with like another person too. Like in New York, you're like literally forced to interact with everybody.
yeah,
So whether you
coexist,
rich, broke, or middle class, everyone has to take the train. Like everyone has to take the subway. It's literally the most effective and fast way to get through the city, right?
right.
So whether you white, black, Latin, whatever, rich, poor, middle class, upper class, whatever, you have to get on that train.
Yeah,
And when you get on that train, you're forced to interact. So like you have to be ready when someone talks shit to you or does some stupid
Right.
shit, right? Which always happens. Where I feel like I guess the neighborhoods are segregated kind of in New York, right?
Yeah.
Every neighborhood is segregated.
yeah,
But in LA and all of these other cities, there isn't that train bringing everyone together.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
There's no public transportation that you're forced to be around
Right.
people uncomfortably.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's like, and then the only transportation besides the bus or whatever is like walking or car. So like
Yeah.
in your car, you're isolated. But when you're walking, that's really when you like start seeing motherfuckers venture out of their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it isn't like, you know, this
Yeah.
this middle ground for everybody, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a complete trespass when you just enter someone else's neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Even though you're taking a shortcut or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of like the difference with West Coast.
It is very, very.
It's like you either got to be real friendly or you just like state your business.
I think the
Right?
only close kind of thing that might be like that is the BART system up in the Bay, where a lot of people were forced to. But even then, the Bay is so spread out. Like you said, you could literally be in your own neighborhood and not cross paths with anybody. So I feel like New York is unique.
But
Like,
that's what
the
I've
only
always,
place.
everyone's always said that in the East Coast that San Francisco is the closest thing to New York.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
East Coast
Literally.
city, the
Everybody
West Side.
takes BART. Everybody, because the traffic's horrible. You got tolls everywhere. It's expensive as fuck to park. So everyone's on BART. So
Yeah.
that's probably the closest thing.
I think in New York we're just used to that, you know, that agitation, like motherfuckers on edge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
angry too much.
We're not angry, man.
It's hot.
That's just some
it
real shit. Like
smells.
motherfuckers be like that, like
Yeah.
wilding. Like yo, I remember like all the time, man. Like beginning of the when you have to take the rush hour train, it's like so packed. You're like so packed with everybody, motherfuckers elbowing you,
yeah.
and like yo, you just got to deal with that shit, yo. And sometimes the motherfuckers be like, yo, chill the fuck out, and you either get into it or you don't get into it. But
Yeah.
in the end, it's like everyone's just on their way to the same shit.
Yeah.
So motherfuckers just deal with everyone, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought this was the best verses.
I was going to ask y'all too. If
I think
if
this is
the
number
best
one.
Yeah.
The best one, man.
I enjoyed it, man. I was just so hyped for Dipset, and I was just like,
It's gonna be
damn,
hard
man.
to top, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to top.
I think it's so funny because when I was analyzing Dipset, right, they always like kind of like they make hip hop look good, right?
Yeah.
They were very swaggy
Oh
and shit.
yeah,
Yes.
1,000.
You know what I'm saying? And then like Cameron's kind of a pretty boy, right?
Yeah,
Jim Jones kind of a little bit, right?
He's braided up,
Joel
yeah.
Santana kind of pretty boy. Everyone's like
Yeah.
kind of young heartthrob kid.
Yeah.
And then you see the locks.
And
You're
they're
just
from
like,
Harlem also.
yeah.
And then locks are from Yonkers.
Yonkers. Yeah, but it's like, when you look at the locks, they just look like they work
Yeah.
in security somewhere.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
like
I'm saying?
construction
Yeah,
workers. Like construction workers. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
true.
Because even when they were around Diddy, like Puff back in the day,
That was kind of weird.
It was like,
it
why
didn't
did
match.
it- it didn't match.
with Bad Boy.
They got a
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
but then again, Bad Boy did give a lot of deals to a lot of ugly, like weird looking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like Biggie, Craig Mack, like
Yeah.
these
Well,
weren't.
Biggie has
Sean.
swag.
I don't know.
What do you mean? Biggie didn't have swag.
Oh, yeah, swag. Yeah, yeah,
Fuck it,
swag.
man.
You know what? Biggie could dress too.
Biggie was rocking Versace before a lot of these motherfuckers was wearing.
the-
it.
Got that from Tupac.
The charisma in like
Biggie
Biggie's
was rocking
pinky.
Bape before motherfuckers rocking Bape.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't.
Was
either.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
With your face.
He was.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody want to dress like Biggie. You know what I'm saying? We weren't like, oh shit.
Everybody want to be Mace.
Right. You want to be wavy.
Oh, wavy. Yeah, man. Harlem.
I think it's dope how many opportunities are coming the Locks way now too.
Yeah, they got put on that Lover and Friends festival.
I mean,
that's
that's not a big deal, but they did get the key to the city of Yonkers.
And then didn't I think in our group chat like their streams went up like 200% or
Yeah.
Jada
Oh, it was
Kiss's
Jadakiss,
stream?
yeah.
Jadakiss streams went up
Crazy.
200%.
Yeah.
I just don't want here like with that Fat Joe shit when he was recapping the verses.
He was sounding like Tracy Morgan.
No, I just
He did not sound like
He
Tracy
did.
Morgan.
I just don't want all of these like raggedy ass motherfuckers coming up to me telling me some dumb shit like today's price
Oh, that was
is
funny.
not yesterday's price. Today's price is not yesterday's
That was
price.
comedy, man.
You know how many raggedy ass motherfuckers are gonna say that shit now
That was so funny.
for
man.
doing like the shittiest job ever and feeling themselves? Like I don't want to hear that.
Have
shit.
a really good DJ set and then
Yeah.
just like today's price.
It's not yesterday.
It's not yes. Yo, I gotta say though, man, this is a timeless argument. What we saw at that versus,
Yeah.
which is rapper versus MC. That's what I really thought about when I
Yeah.
saw that. Rapper versus MC. Remember in the 90s, they just kept, yo, you're not an MC, you're a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like obviously like young heads are like, what the fuck is they talking about? Like what the
Difference.
fuck is an MC? Master ceremonies. An MC was like the total package.
Yeah.
Where they could do live, they could freestyle, they could control the crowd, right? And they had hits, and they was like, and I'm like, and a rapper was just like a rapper.
Yeah.
Like they could write a song, they could spit, but when you saw them live, they was whack. Like they couldn't handle every crowd.
Yeah.
But that's the difference and that's the great thing about the verses is you're really seeing in hip hop who's the rapper and who's the MC.
Yeah.
And then nowadays there aren't really any MCs, right? Like who's another, like I always say J. Cole is a great hip hop performer. I think he's an MC.
Yeah.
Like MC status, Jadakiss, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I can't really think of any of these new motherfuckers.
Just the regular top
man.
3. That
You know what? I don't know about this one, but Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendrick.
Basically anyone who sounds like they record
Yeah.
or close to their
Yes.
record without playing the actual vocals on the track,
Yeah.
which a lot of motherfuckers don't do anymore.
Yeah.
Like with Rolling Loud, right?
Yeah.
We was talking about that in private, but we were saying like Rolling Loud, everyone was rapping and like performing over their actual track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody had TV tracks.
That's been a big problem recently.
And just almost to the point where they was just had, if they wanted to lip sync, they could.
Well, that's what Jada kept saying. These motherfuckers are lip syncing because they were not
He
rapping
was like,
over.
they don't know their own words.
Yeah, but that was crazy.
The only problem with that is it makes you as a performer, it makes you like lazy because you know that you can just stop rapping
And if
at
you
a
mess
certain
up,
point.
it's okay.
Where back in the day, you didn't have that luxury.
Yeah.
You needed a hype man to literally finish the words. If you were running out, like that's the thing. Like with rapping, it's breath control live.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna rap live and there's no vocals on the track, if I lose my breath, this shit sound whack, right?
Yeah.
So I need a hype man next to me to give me that to finish some of the words on the lines.
Right. Right.
So I could spit and get my breath on the next lines.
Yeah.
But now they just kind of like just
Yeah.
ad lib their own songs. They kind of look at the crowd, dance for a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like what's his name really, really made that more and more of a thing was Designer from Panda. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was before that.
I know it was before that, but he made it like really on some like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Because he was doing the most.
Yeah.
he was doing everything but rapping. Right?
That was his whole thing.
That was the- but he-
hopping in the crowd, dancing, shimmying, and like
right? Just doing that
ad-libbing.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing like horrible fucking Millie rocks and
Yeah.
shit. And not rapping one word. I feel like he was the dude that really kind of made it like, oh, okay, like these kids are like, yo, we ain't got to rap our shit.
Yeah.
We could just dance around. But yo,
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, like with this shit, I'm wondering if it's gonna start changing some of the criterias for like rappers to start performing.
And even Jada's ability to just ad lib and just do different shit, like go off script and just kind of like do his thing, like whether it was the freestyle or
But that freestyle
the way he was
crazy.
talking to Dipset and just making people laugh, or just having like he was just very like charismatic and just his charisma with everything.
So yo, someone tweeted out, yo, a G Unit versus wouldn't be bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all know Rob Markman?
Yeah.
Rapper dude. He was saying Terror Squad versus G Unit would be a good versus. And he was saying Fat Joe, Pun, Remy, Khaled would be the ultimate Chico, but he deleted this tweet right after.
I'm glad he did. Yo,
I'm not mad at that.
I started thinking about the Terror Squad. You know, if you include Fat Joe and Khaled, it's not a
man,
bad.
But Khaled, I mean,
Is he really a
He
part of
gonna-
Terror Squad
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
but he gonna have like
Cole and Drake, too.
other rappers rapping on them songs, and it's like, I mean, it won't be the same.
But y'all got to remember though, Terror Squad was huge at one
Yeah.
point where
Yeah.
they were like Miami and New York.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you was in Miami at that time,
It was Terror Squad.
it was all Terror Squad. Like
And-
there was motherfuckers.
And Scott Storch was doing all of the records.
There was motherfuckers in Miami wearing Terror Squad chains.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Like
I just, man, from a fan standpoint, I don't know if they could. I mean, maybe they could hold their own with G Unit.
They can't hold it on with G.
I'm with
Really?
Terror Squad. I'm with Terror Squad.
Fat Joe got
Wildin',
some.
man.
Fat Joe got some songs.
You know me,
But G
I'm
Unit
Fat
got
Joe.
some huge, big ass songs, man.
Oh, huge.
I'm sounding like Fat Joe now.
Even the G Unit album, huge. Like the G, like that first G Unit album was like they
The
had at least,
only
like,
one
what?
you mean?
Yeah.
The only one?
No, wait, they had a second album, didn't they?
What was it
Did they?
called? Beg for Mercy? Yeah, I think they did
No,
Beg
that
for
was
Mercy
I
too.
think that was Lloyd Banks' album. Beg
No.
for Mercy.
Is it? No.
I might be wrong.
Beg
You're
for
probably right.
Beg for Mercy, I think it's G.
But come on, I can't deny. Fat Joe got some hits.
Yeah, he
Not
did,
compared
for
to G Unit.
Make It
man.
Rain,
Yeah.
Lean Back, All the Way Up.
Okay, Fat Joe against 50 Cent.
What's Love?
I could do Fat Joe against 50 Cent. I think that makes.
No,
No, I'm just saying
that's
that. I'm just saying that right there.
That's a bloodbath.
50 alone would kill him.
We're
on,
not
man.
doing 50 alone. We're doing
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying
Terror
50 against Fat Joe. 50 would kill him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cuban Link is Terror Squad, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could do that that song.
What-
with
what
Cuban
Cuban
Link
Link?
did a verse on that Beat Nut song. Off the
true.
Hook. Was
Yeah.
it Off the Hook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
include that.
Better watch your step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
man.
about that.
That's like I helped that window, man.
And it was,
What was his line? Fly Pelican Fly. Yo, they had everybody in Terror
what's that
Squad.
song
Wait,
with from Deep Cover?
Twins.
Twins.
Yeah.
Twins. Yeah,
they got hits, man. Maybe I'm underestimating them.
Bro, you have What's Love, All the Way Up, Twins, Lean Back, Make It Rain, We Taking Over, Yes, New York.
Taking over with
You
Akon.
said you said yes, and I
Yeah, yes. That's our favorite song. Yes.
Yeah,
we
with
do.
with Cardi B.
That was our Miami anthem, man.
Yo, wow.
What song?
Oh
See,
my
you
God.
don't even know this song.
You know that song?
How can you remember things?
It has that chant in it.
That song is horrible. I don't blame him for not remembering that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come
see?
on,
Yo,
man. Why don't you
We
know-
was vibing to that song in
Play it,
Miami.
play it.
There goes an L right there.
Yo, we was vibing to this song in Miami.
Bro, this is
Yo,
an anthem,
yo,
bro.
vibing.
Yo, this verse is so seductive. Which wins?
So seductive.
Yo,
Oh, you
Remy Ma got some hits.
Got joints.
Remy Ma does
She got
have hits.
3 hits.
You got,
Whatever.
Yeah.
What was that shit? Like, put your hands up. Not fuck
Feel
that.
so
Put your hands
good,
down. Remember that?
conceited.
She got conceited. She
That
got
was
whatever.
Jada Kiss, man.
Oh yeah.
Was it?
Put your hands up.
Bam,
Dun, dun.
dun.
Fuck that. Put your hands down.
Yeah.
That was Jadakiss.
That was Jada.
Did Remy have a?
I don't know. I don't know. Wow, man.
Jada didn't perform that one, right?
He didn't perform
He
it
knew
all.
not to perform that. wait. Remy has
Yeah, whatever.
MOP
And
and
NTL
yeah.
remix.
Come on, man.
That's
a
2 right
monster.
there.
Conceited. Feel
And
so
Conceited.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Conceited is
it.
not
3
bad.
songs, man.
No, she got that other song with Neo.
Take Me Home is
Yeah.
Take Me
good.
Home was a vibe.
Take Me Home is
That's a
great.
vibe.
Dude, what are you putting against Take Me Home? Come on.
The chick
You
that was
could
down with
play.
Genius.
She could do that against. I could be your best friend.
I'm about
Oh,
to say
yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Olivia?
Olivia.
Oh, they got Olivia over there.
Best friend. Oh, they would bring Olivia back.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
no.
Wow.
Candy Shop.
But that would be fun though to watch Terror Squad and G Unit.
But here's the thing.
Even though it
is-
would be a slaughter.
Yeah.
It would be a
no,
slaughter.
it's gonna be. The thing is, Terror Squad still like Fat Joe and Remy Ma still rocking with each other. G Unit is not hanging out with each other.
What about Terror Squad versus Flip Mode?
Busta Rhymes.
That's like all
Nah,
Buster.
that'd be
right?
all busted,
Oh,
man.
Buster. Maybe like
2 Rod Digger songs.
what was it, the last Boy
split.
Scout?
Digger.
the last Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
Wild for the
time,
Night.
Wild
Wild
for
for the
the
Night.
Night.
That was a
That's it.
banger though.
And that's it.
One time, 2 times, 3 times.
I don't remember none of this.
Fucking hands up.
Oh my god.
And then we start rapping, the song kind of loses its momentum.
Didn't Spliff have a song?
No. What are you talking about? They had some, but as a group, they had some bangers.
nah,
Like
they had a couple of songs.
In the Line
man.
Outside was a banger.
Yeah,
Cha Cha Cha
yeah.
was a
Cha Cha
banger.
And that's it.
Remember that?
No, those is it. That was it.
Yeah, but In the Line Outside was so hard, bro.
I know.
But
That
it would,
was
it would be
pause.
bust. It
That
would be
was-
Buster heavy, right? Like all
Yeah,
the-
it would have to be
you
all
gotta
Buster, man.
But Busta could do that Al Alpha remix that he did.
Oh my god, I fucking hate that song.
Man.
De la mamá, and then he comes in.
Here we go again with my friends. Yo, he fucked up that song so bad. Shout out to Buster though.
Shout out to Buster. He ain't your
I'm
friend.
glad I'm not in New York because everyone in New York gonna have him come up.
I know. Play this one, man.
Play that off a remix and I'm on.
Come on, man. Play that.
Oh, fuck.
No,
Come
delete
on,
it from your computer.
Come on, Buster. Why you gotta do that?
Buster, chill, man.
I don't know, bro. I believe in Terror Squad. I'm TS. I'm with TS.
I don't
You think
know,
Terror
man.
Squad would win? I
Yeah.
think it'd be fun as
I
fuck.
think it's fun
It
as
would.
shit.
But Terror Squad is not winning, man.
Wait,
Just cheating
wait.
it.
Fat Joe and 50 had beef, right?
Yeah, they
did,
had a
yeah.
ratio. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But
But
Fat Joe
did they
never
ever
went
squash?
at him.
Did they squash the beef?
Yeah.
They squashed it
Because of,
after Chris Lighty passed away.
that's
Chris
right.
Lighty,
I feel like Fat Joe can't wait to do a versus.
He's so animated.
He would be good though.
He would be
you gotta
amazing.
Put him up against someone else though, man. You
Well,
can't
the
put him
next
up
one is
against 50.
the next one is what Nori and
Beanie
Siegel.
I don't
yeah.
want to see that.
Really?
You really want to see that?
I'm big Nori fan.
Does Beans have the catalog to like battle Nori?
I mean,
don't
how many
know,
songs
man.
are they gonna
Noriega
do?
got
It
hits,
sounds kind
bro.
of boring though, man.
Noriega got hits.
If they're doing 10
I
songs,
love
it's cool.
Noriega too, man. But come on,
I feel like Beans might snap and try to snuff Noriega.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
he's not the Ball Street bully no more.
Why y'all talking shit about Beanie, yo?
No,
You know what?
I love Beanie.
I'm not knocking Beanie because he does have hits.
yeah.
He does have hits.
He got
He was like a
street
lot
hits.
of features on Jay-Z song album.
What would be his
so-
biggest record?
Wait,
What we
did-
do?
No, oh, that wasn't
That
even
was a
his
Freeway.
record. That was
Oh,
Freeway.
sorry. Yeah, he's on it, right?
What we do and Band from TV, who's winning?
I think Rock the Mic is one of his
Rock the
biggest.
Mic, yeah.
Rock the Mic is biggest.
Feel It in
yeah.
the Air.
Feeling in the air.
I don't think that was a big one, but
I love this song, but never hates the song.
which one?
The think it's a game when
I
things
always
come
hated
out.
that song, man.
I don't know who always sang that shit,
Change the game.
but Jacob killed that shit. Think
Bro,
it's a
I just
game
don't-
when
what-
things
I just
come
think-
Like
out.
what would Beans play when Nori plays nothing? Like he ain't got. You know what I'm saying? Like what could he possibly play?
Put your hands up.
The funny thing is, Beanie Siegel has such, like this like cult following,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like what a thug's about.
Yeah.
That's like an anthem, man. Like
Mhm.
what a thug's about.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's so many songs that he has that's like just like I don't think it hit on the West Coast,
He didn't.
You
right?
could do
Well-
me, you, him, and her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That
was
one?
a good one.
Change the game.
Oh, no.
Ignorant shit
With Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Streets is talking. He has a
Also,
few.
he got that Crew Love song, man. That was one
Yeah.
of his illest verses.
Yeah, he was on
And Reservoir
I'm about to
Dogs.
say that.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say Reservoir Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He,
nah,
he got some shit. He got some shit.
against Noriega though, man.
I mean, Nori got some shit.
He did, bro.
like
Nori-
Bro, what are you gonna do when nothing? Fucking Oye Mi Canto comes on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What?
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 Yeah, Super Thug.
Super
Thug,
Thug.
yeah.
Bam. We said Bam from TV already.
I mean,
like-
yeah, Nori
He
is.
got some hits, man.
I'm telling you, Beanie gonna
Nothing.
do some. Like, see,
Super
the thing is,
Thug.
We
when I see
didn't
Beanie-
even talk about fucking Noriega and Capone Noriega hits.
Oh yeah,
CNN.
Yeah.
TONY.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God,
LA.
Yeah,
LA.
man.
I
Yeah.
like that record.
LA.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Y'all like that record?
Yeah, I like it.
I didn't
that
really.
record. You don't like it?
I
Well,
would-
you're a Dog Pound
Yeah, I was
fanatic.
never.
That's why you didn't like it. But I like LA, even though he was dissing us.
What was the record that hit for Noriega or for Beanie Siegels in LA? Was it just Rock the Mic?
Nah, I think it was
It had to be Rock the
the
Mic.
first time I really started, and I was like, fuck, what was that song, man? It's gonna eat me up right now. Yeah. Flip Side.
Yeah,
That's Freeway.
that's
But he was
Freeway.
on it, right?
Nah, that was Freeway on Petey Crack.
Oh, my bad. Yep. Well then.
Well, there you go.
That was the Freeway.
Hey yo, so the one song that made me notice Beanie was the song he wasn't even on.
That's the other guy at the label.
Man, that shit hit so hard. I was like,
Oh,
who is
man. I
Beanie
was like,
Siegel?
yo.
I want to know more about Beanie Siegel, but he's not on the record. Who is this man? I should be listening to this man.
It's not Beanie.
Jesus Christ.
What do you,
God damn it. D-Miles. Always giving us gold.
yeah, I actually wanted to ask y'all a question, man. 'cause
Yeah.
we've been working and shit, kind of this summer a little bit.
Uh.
You know, what is the song of the summer?
So far.
Because I was having a conversation with some motherfuckers, and we couldn't, for the life of us, we couldn't figure it out, man.
I don't know, man.
And I'm not even talking about like 3 to 3 to 4 DJs. I'm talking about. I've been having this conversation with like a few motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like 10 plus.
Yeah,
What
like,
kind of answers they been giving you?
like weird shit.
Yeah.
And they even questioning it because they kind of scared because I don't think everyone's up on the new music like that.
Yeah.
So they're like, Twerkulator, you know? I'm like, no. Twerkulator is like one of those songs that just don't work. Like 20% of motherfuckers gonna know what that is, man. I've been watching. I stopped playing it, man.
Yeah.
I don't even want to
Move to the Twerkulator.
It's just not hitting.
It's not good.
I mean, it's good,
I mean, it's not that bad. But
It's not awful.
really, yeah.
but it's not hitting. But it is one of those records as DJs we would be like, yo, this is gonna be something.
a familiar
comes-
beat and shit. Yeah.
Because it comes in
Familiar
hot.
beat.
Yeah.
The shit works.
City
Twerkulator,
Girls, City
percolator,
Girls?
City
Yeah.
Girls.
But
It has
nah.
like all the elements to be a hit, and it didn't become a hit.
Again, a wet fart.
Yeah. It's like one of those things but DJs keep playing it because they still believe in it.
Ah, yeah.
It's like when DJs play Boasty. It's the same thing.
Which is a
It's
song.
like-
Which is a song I really like.
I know
I
every
really like that
DJ
song.
loves Boasty,
love that
and they
record.
play it, and the crowd is always like,
It's mid.
okay. Like
Yeah.
some of them know it, some of them don't know it.
It's a great filler. It's probably good, but I don't know. Twerkulator is just weird. I don't know if it just has like too old of an energy for people to relate to it that are younger.
It had a good buzz in the beginning,
It did, yeah.
and then something happened.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, man.
It didn't pop. It didn't register.
It was right before everything opened up, too. So it was like a week before. So I thought it was going to take off. It didn't.
What would be some options for a song of the year? I said Cardi B Up is right there.
Song of the year, song of the summer.
Song
Let's
of
not
the
go.
Song of-
Let's not
okay,
do
yeah,
the
okay,
year.
yeah.
Let's
So
not
song
do
of the
the
summer.
year.
Song of, oh yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Song of the summer.
Song of the year. I don't know. I don't want to have
Yeah.
that conversation.
Not
man.
yet.
Man.
Yeah, I guess that would be in the running.
Up, Cardi.
Yeah.
Up Cardi.
Song of the summer. I wouldn't even call it song of the summer. I say like
mean,
that's a good
Are
song.
y'all playing Tot Shit?
Huh?
Tot Shit?
By
on
Megan Thee
Megan Thee
Stallion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Thot
mean,
Shit.
You mean thought shit?
Thought, yeah. This is the mask. I'm sorry.
I heard him say
didn't
talk
even
shit.
hear what he
Thought shit.
I heard him say talk
Yeah.
shit. I was like,
Sorry, man.
That shit might be the closest thing to song of the summer.
Yeah.
And,
Maybe.
and then I said maybe Best Friend, Saweetie and Doja Cat.
Yeah,
oh, that's a
big
good
record.
record.
that's up there.
I said Peaches, Justin Bieber, and everyone
Yeah.
laughed at me.
Yeah, I mean,
And I also said Levitating by
I wasn't
Dua
really.
Lipa.
I haven't been playing Peaches. Have you?
it's big.
It's a big song, but club wise, I mean,
No, it's not. It's, yeah. It just across the board, it doesn't work really, but it does kind of. It's kind of weird.
I mean, it is like super fucking catchy, and everyone fucking knows it, and it's just one of those songs that just pop. But I always think the verses fuck it up, like literally. Like
I feel
all
like
of the verses.
when you start
fuck it up.
singing, I mean, like the
when all
beginning
these other
song-
motherfuckers start singing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
give you on.
it does. Yeah,
Hey,
Give Me
Diamond
On and
Seashore?
all them.
Yeah.
They're super talented, but they did nothing for
Yeah.
that song, yo. For real, they needed like another remix.
The remix was
They had
Snoop,
a couple of remixes.
Snoop, Usher.
Yeah, we
and
don't need that.
Ludacris.
We don't need a Snoop remix of Peaches. You feel me? Like no disrespect.
Why you dissing Snoop like that?
But he's right. Like I don't want to hear Snoop.
That's like the last motherfucker I want to hear
It
on
was
Peaches.
Snoop, Usher, and Ludacris.
This is still, like, I don't want to hear none of those motherfuckers on. Who's the old ass head in that?
I'm about to say that's a throwback.
Who's the old ass head in
remix.
that studio that was like, yeah, we need Snoop, Ludacris?
And Usher.
When was the last time you needed to hear Ludacris verse on anything? Even though he
Never.
kills the shit. We're
I mean-
really disrespecting a bunch of icons
but-
right now, right?
But Luda did kind of put Justin Bieber on with the
Oh, baby.
for Baby.
Well,
yeah.
Usher signed him too.
Yeah, so
So yeah, I think it was just
he
like,
kind of owed them a little favor.
yeah, it was a little
See,
favor.
Usher on the Peaches remix,
uh-huh.
Makes sense.
amazing.
Yeah.
If he brought out like Jeremiah or like Trey Songs,
Yeah.
ooh.
With Snoop.
I'll go with Jeremiah.
You don't like Trey Songs?
Not on Peaches. It's like Snoop, kind of.
What?
It's like something I don't want to hear.
Wow.
I feel like Trey Songz would be like overly sexy on it.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need some of that.
She tastes like peaches. I don't know. I don't want to hear that.
You want to get Snoop?
Oh, I smoke things.
Ooh, wee.
Give me
We
the
don't
blunt
we don't
wrap.
need to hear you imitate Snoop.
Give me
Like,
the blunt wrap that tastes like peaches. No, I'm cool without that.
I don't know who he sound like. He sound like fucking Melly Mel with the flu.
What about Ski?
Who?
Ski.
That's a big one.
Young Stoner.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking.
You can't call that song
yeah,
summer.
I mean, I'm just throwing them out.
Young Thug.
Throwing them out.
No. Now you really reaching at the bottom.
He's like, oh. What's
He's like throwing like at the bottom of the cookie jar.
The fucking shit.
Like you throwing chocolate chips on the table.
I would actually almost say Cry Baby because it had a nice run. I feel
Can't
like
even
now
say that. Why?
Yeah.
Because the baby.
Yeah, it's like
You saw what happened to Levitating.
that's what I'm saying.
That shit got erased.
If that didn't happen,
The song Levitating that we all played, right,
we
with the
love.
baby. That
shit got
that
erased.
got off the
They
charts.
took the baby. No, they took the baby off.
No, he wasn't on. He
they-
wasn't on the original.
I know that. Yeah,
He was a
but
remix.
But the remix was the big one.
It was the big one, but then the original just climbed
Came
the
back
charts
in,
and
yeah.
it
They were
took
like-
that place.
They said select all
Dude,
delete.
the
That's
baby
insane.
version don't exist no more. If you go on your computer, it's not there.
Couldn't believe that.
I almost started typing. What? Like iTunes just went up in my library.
That shit is-
Oh, I was like, yo, what happened?
Yo, the way, yo, what happened to this motherfucker? Like, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
All your the baby songs
like
fucking
like
gone.
talk about a snowball effect. Like
Bro,
crazy.
The craziest
Everybody turning
cancel-
their back on that
That's
dude,
a real
bro.
cancel culture at its best.
Yeah, they got him.
They deleted that motherfucker, bro. Crazy.
Wow.
That's insane, yo.
I
It's
honestly,
crazy.
do you feel bad for him?
Huh?
Do you feel bad for him? Part of me does.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't really play his songs in the club. Like,
Yeah,
it's optional for me to play Suge.
yeah,
It's optional. Like,
Yeah,
Bop don't hit as like it did before.
yeah.
His new singles,
Masterpiece was like,
his new
Hit or
singles is
miss.
optional. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, there's not really anything that I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this happened to Drake or somebody, like, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be scared.
Happened to anybody else,
Yeah.
you know, who's in heavy rotation? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I
that was the question that some motherfuckers were saying on Twitter, is that if the baby was a bigger talent, he wouldn't have been able to be canceled like he did. Does that
True.
make sense?
That's true.
He was feeling himself, bro.
Like if he had like that exceptional talent
yeah, and a,
Like,
like
out
a
of-
crazy catalog.
and a crazy catalog,
Yeah, that
you
that,
couldn't cancel him as quick as they could.
Yeah,
But it's like kind of like he had a really, really good flow
Mhm.
and he had a couple good songs and we kind of dealt with him, but like he was featured on so much shit. He wasn't doing nothing to the records. He was on like the remix of Throw Baby. He was on this remix. He was on
Tap
that
In.
remix.
he was on
Yeah.
a remix of that. Like
After a while, it was just like I feel like he oversaturated himself, man.
that's funny. Everything you just said, you said had like he's just in the past tense.
Yeah, he's in the past tense now.
He is, man.
Like he's done.
Here's the sad shit. Like, does he deserve a career?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
Does he need to be humbled?
yes.
Does
Yeah.
he need to be like, you know, does he need to like, I don't know, like he shouldn't have just said that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think he believed any of that shit, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I hope he didn't.
Yeah,
But it's like, yo, like, honestly, man, it's like, it is what it is, man. If he has money right now, he could invest it. He could take some time off.
he's definitely got money. Hopefully,
Yeah, but come on, man. Hey, you know what? He dropped like 3 albums in the last 2 year, right?
yeah.
Did we want to listen to any of that shit?
No,
No.
No disrespect.
no disrespect.
I didn't want to listen to any
They're
of that
all
shit.
kind of blended in. I don't even know which one is
you don't
which.
know which one is which.
Fam, he dropped like 6 singles in the past year.
Yeah.
Can you sing the melody of any of them? You know what I'm saying? Can you say any of them?
Maybe 2 or 3.
Rockstar.
Not really.
Just a rockstar.
I mean,
one.
Rockstar was a huge song.
Yeah.
But even
Yeah.
still, like, we wasn't playing that in the club.
And
No.
Panini was like a huge radio record. He had a lot of radio records, actually.
Shug.
But
Yeah.
those are like all other artists'
Right.
songs he was featured on. Those weren't even
I don't
his.
know, man. I don't want to see the dude completely wiped off the face of the earth, but
I mean-
he definitely needed to be humbled. And I don't know how sincere his apology was, but I just felt he was
I don't know,
embarrassed.
but some of these people
He
came out of
deleted it.
nowhere, it's like attacking him. That never
Yeah,
say
when I
anything
seen
to
like
anyone.
Madonna, I'm like, man,
Questlove, it's like, dude.
Wait, what's wrong with Questlove?
I know. What's your beef?
No, I mean it's like Questlove never beef with nobody. Out of nowhere, Questlove got something to say. I'm just like, dude, Quest.
What's going on over there, man?
That's how you call him, Quest.
Quest?
Yeah, Quest. Yeah.
Yo,
Quest.
Q, what are you
Yeah,
doing,
Quest,
Q?
man. What do you do, man?
Quest, why are you getting into
Why are you
this?
getting involved in this, man? Stick to your drums and your
Wow. What the fuck?
and Jimmy Fallon.
Wow.
Yo, what?
Shut up and drum.
Shut up and drum.
Shut up and drum. That's fucked up, Nev.
You just DJ
You
with
disrespect
him, too.
Questlove like that. No,
I know, man.
Questlove can speak.
not-
Questlove speaks on everything, yo.
No, he doesn't.
He
like
does.
with other artists,
He does.
He speaks
like,
on everything.
or
bro.
negative shit like that. You never really
Dude, he
hear him
speaks
talk
on
about-
everything.
Nah,
Like he literally speaks on everything, yo.
Yeah.
For real.
It's all about love, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, but even like
Hence the
Dua,
name Questlove.
Quest.
even like Dua Lipa, she was just like, oh, I don't want to have nothing to do with him anymore.
Oh, bro. She's one of the biggest artists right now. She's in the
I know,
clear
yeah.
hands.
But it's
She's
like,
walking
wow,
away.
he just did a verse for you, and you like,
Oh, she could have lived without that
she
verse.
didn't have to.
Without that verse.
She could have lived without that verse. She didn't need that
She
verse.
could have stayed quiet.
That
with
song
it.
charted on its own. Right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That shit is. The only thing that sucks is that there's a really good remix. There's good remixes of Levitating, and everybody that made a bootleg remix of that
How's that motherfucker?
has the baby on it, and it sucks. Like I play, I love this dude, the Funk. I play his remix.
He's great.
And I have to literally find a way to not have it go into the baby verse.
Yeah.
But it's honest. I've never seen someone assassinated that quickly.
I know, man.
In the
Even
media.
Elton John, man.
What did he say?
Well, he like told. I mean, he said something negative. I mean, he was just like saying that it's fucked up what he said.
Yeah.
But I feel like the baby and Elton John can do a song together.
No.
Like Eminem and Elton. Remember when Eminem was getting attacked?
Why don't you just get Little Richard and the baby?
Little Rich is dead?
I know. Oh, yeah, he is.
But no,
I forgot that.
I mean,
Nuts. I forgot that Little Richard died.
Shucks.
Last
in
year.
peace.
Yeah.
but look, how many festivals canceled him? Like his endorsements,
That shit was so fast.
like fast, bro.
Bro,
Like,
blink it overnight.
I didn't even
There was,
realize
like,
some of these festivals I didn't even heard of.
Yeah, I'm about
I
to
was
say
like,
that.
what?
You ever seen Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Remember they had the white guy that had the list?
yeah.
Yeah,
He was crossing. It's almost like they did that to the baby. Where the white dude just cried. He's like, the baby? I got him. You know?
Yeah.
Which festival is that? Take them off.
It's like one higher power. There's like a higher power of like industry people.
Yeah.
And like, who should we cancel? And it was just like that. And it's like,
It's
Man.
like they have a meeting, and they're just like, who can be canceled?
it was like John Wick, you know, like when the,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
when all the secretaries and the receptionists
Yeah.
are just passing the notes, like stamping, like, yo, the baby's canceled. And they're like spreading
it.
the word out,
That's it.
texting
Yeah.
everybody.
They were
Man.
like, yo,
Yeah.
I've never
bounty.
seen it happen that fast.
Yeah,
No.
And he couldn't say shit.
nothing.
Nope.
He couldn't say shit.
It was the portal, bro. He brought up Tory Lanez, and that switched to
That
cancellation.
was a weird move too, man.
That switched to cancellation.
That was such an awkward move.
I think he was just really, really doing a lot of unlikable shit.
Yeah.
Even with like
Yeah.
the kids.
It was
like
building up.
I think there was some kids
Yeah.
selling candy on the street.
The kids jinxed his ass. They was like, you know, payback, man.
I know. Those kids must be laughing, right?
I know, right?
I know the baby like not buying candy from the kids
because he
Yeah.
lied to them or some shit.
and then doing the dice roll with the Skittles. Like that's just some asshole shit to do
Yeah.
when you don't give money to kids, right?
I know,
Yeah.
man.
Just be like, I tried to teach him a lesson. Like, yo, like I wanted to like smack him in the face when he did that shit, yo.
Oh no, man.
He's been like pretty unlikable.
Yeah,
Like really
Recently.
feeling himself.
but
Yeah.
You saying like if that was a Drake, bro? Like,
But even when
It
this
wouldn't
shit happened, he wasn't even apologizing. He was just like,
no, he was.
I mean,
yeah,
he
was
deleted his
stubborn.
apology.
But that's why
Yeah.
you need people in your team to be like, yo, you fuck, like you going too crazy, or
Yeah.
just don't be in the media like that. You don't need to film. Like, why the fuck is he filming like kids and giving money? Like,
Yeah.
why would you even do that?
and put it out there.
Yeah, like if I was a big rapper, or if you was a big rapper, and then like kids were asking to sell candy, would you be like, yo, record me right now?
Yo, hit
Yo,
record.
get this.
Let me school these little motherfuckers. Let me fuck with them a little. Like, record it. Like, would you do that shit?
Nah,
Waste of time.
You
You
just
just the mere thought of that shit doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Yo. If you making millions and millions of dollars, why the fuck would you fuck with regular people? You know what I mean? Like, why
Yeah.
would you fuck with regular
And
people?
little kids also trying to sell them candy bars and
It'd be
shit.
different if he taught a lesson, but ended up like whatever. Like it came like, yo, I'll give you the money or like whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't go around. It just looked like some evil villain that walked away. You know, like, like
Got the Skittles.
doing the Skittles, like ha ha ha, like fucking dumbass kids. Like it was like the most. It was just like it was funny as fuck. You know? But yo, like, why you recording that shit and
Yeah,
putting it
man.
out?
Yeah.
It didn't make no sense.
I know.
I think it's like, look, if he's a really great artist, he'll snap back.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll
People
come
have
back.
people have come back from worse.
I don't think he's a bad person, but I think it's one of those things where like these motherfuckers think they're untouchable, and I think everyone in their crew is enabling their behavior, right? Because they don't want to fuck up the money train or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like around that perfect time to just take some like just to look inward and have some self awareness, but also look at who's around you and who's allowing you to be just behave like a fucking asshole. Because that's usually what happens, man.
Yeah.
Because you guys tell me when I'm being an asshole.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
You piece of shit.
I'm never being an asshole.
You fucking
What?
asshole.
Damn.
So wait. So as far as Song of the Summer, we're undecided yet, right?
Very.
Are we just gonna let the next 2-3 weeks of August go through and
Well, let's
see what
hope.
happens?
Let's hope Drake
That's
comes
what we
out.
could do.
Let's hope Drake.
Well,
comes
maybe
out.
Kanye might have a hit song
No
off
way,
the
no
album.
No way.
That's never coming out, yo.
We can't bank on that.
This dude is just gonna do weekly shows at Mercedes.
He's just selling out.
Imagine him keep doing that.
Just selling out stadiums and doing listening parties.
You saw what I did? I did a show every week for the rest of 2021. That was the Donda album. It's gonna be like a 3-disc set for the Donda album. yo.
It's gonna be a trilogy piece.
I don't know what he did. That's
Man.
a lot of work, man. For whatever. Are people still? They're paying to see that, right?
Yes.
Every week.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Some
He
dude.
sold out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some dude told us, yo, the chicken fingers were not $50. I went and I found the menu and I cut it out and I was like, look, $50 for a 6-piece. He was like,
you gotta pay for that expensive ass rent staying in that Mercedes Benz.
You think he's really staying in that room?
no,
that
he
posted?
is. It's live. It's
I feel like
live.
he's trying to like fool y'all, fuck with people.
You know what, man? Like
He probably stayed
They
at
gotta
that
have-
hotel.
they gotta have
a
something
hotel
nice
across the
working there.
street. Fucking.
this
in
is
the
literally.
penthouse.
I feel like someone tweeted, "This is the most divorced thing I've ever seen." It was Kanye like
Doing
lifting
push-ups.
weights and doing push-ups in that little room because it's kind of like some divorcee shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
when the dude moves out of the house. wait.
Yo.
When the guy moves out of the house and he has to like find an apartment
Yeah.
or some shit. But in this case, Kanye found an arena.
I'm telling y'all, he's not staying in that arena, man.
I think he is.
I think he's like
Yeah,
the
he's
way his
live
mind
streaming
works.
of him.
Yeah, I
like
think
sleeping
I
and
really
shit,
think he's
yeah.
there, bro.
That's not him sleeping. That's a double.
Oh, God, man.
He's really in divorce mode.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's feeling it.
I'm
right?
not coming home.
Man.
Where he's trying to like get back to the bare bones of everything. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it
Just go
reminded me
back
of
to the
Houston.
music.
Yeah.
it's like what Cole did, man. Cole did the same thing.
He went back home.
Whenever Cole writes, right? Doesn't he say that shit? He goes back to the like
To Muhammad's crib? Yeah.
yeah.
In Queens.
Wow.
And he crashes on like a
couch.
twin bed or something, right?
yeah,
Or a
that's
couch.
that's Muhammad's house.
I'm telling you, these motherfuckers, they
Like I say, Kanye's not staying in that fucking
he's staying in there.
in that room.
He's having his midlife crisis right now,
Right.
man.
Man.
Can't see his kids. Are they
They
coming?
was
to
at the concert. What you
At
mean?
the show.
They was at the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kim
okay.
Kim was there.
Kim with the kids.
Yeah.
She went to both concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both.
She being supportive.
I don't say
Yeah,
that's real nice of her after the divorce.
What did
wouldn't
she
expect
say?
You
They
think
were-
she's doing that because she's being nice, or she's like, oh, well, he's doing some crazy shit. Let me get some screen time.
a little bit of both.
Come on, bro.
No, I
bit of
think
both.
it's crazy. Like I think there was a quote saying something to the fact where she was like, he's the type of he needs like a person who can support him through the crazy times, and I'm just not that person.
Yeah, she said that on her
Right?
show. Yes,
She did.
on the season finale.
I don't watch that shit, so that's
Neither.
I just heard the quote.
No, I seen the video.
That's a brutally honest thing
You
to
watch
say,
that
though.
shit, don't you?
Oh yeah, 1000 Hulu. I watch it. I keep up with the Kardashians.
That's like a very honest thing to say, though.
What?
I mean-
they keep up with the Kardashians?
No. That she's admitting that she's not the type of person to stick around through
okay.
crazy times. You know what I mean? Like that's a pretty gut-wrenching, honestly thing to say.
Yeah,
I mean, we kind of saw that shit though.
Yeah.
yeah.
But to admit it is,
he
I wouldn't expect that.
He kind of even knew a little bit. He was like,
Yeah.
let me enjoy this while he's here.
It's sad though, man. Song of the summer this year.
To be determined.
To be determined. It's funny because there's so many bangers for house and EDM right now.
Yeah.
God damn.
Good
I was gonna say when I was in Texas, I noticed it, man. Like the hip hop wasn't really hidden, but what was hidden was a lot of like Latin remixes.
Latin, Latin house,
Just killing it.
I feel like Latin house is on the move, man.
Man,
For real.
I can
big
see
time.
that.
We was listening to what Farruko Peppers.
Yeah.
That shit is popping. What else is
Mauricio.
S House Love Tonight? That's a banger, bro.
That's a great record.
That's like song of the year, I think, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
All I need is your love tonight.
But it's time, man. Like hip hop's been king for how long now?
What do you mean?
Like just everything that was a hit has been hip hop for the last 5-6 years. There hasn't been no house bangers out like that since what?
Oh,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, right?
But yo, like,
let's not.
but even Tiesto, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Let's get down
Yeah.
a bit. And then he has that new joint with Cal G.
Coming
Yeah.
out on
I'm
Thursday.
telling you, I think Latin EDM, we haven't really seen Latin EDM, right?
Nah.
because Mi Gente, you can kind of say it's EDM-ish.
Yeah. And
Well, and
Kinda.
EDM was kind of stealing from reggaeton and dancehall
Yep.
because they were doing Mombaton and all that shit, right?
Right.
That whole
They were
DJ
just
Snake era,
Speeding it up.
the Lean On era, right? That whole shit.
I mean, look at
Yeah,
Don
Ona George.
Sacaduro is EDM-ish, and it's still a very great
Still
record.
It's still a big
Yeah.
song.
it's a huge song.
Yeah.
Big
It's
song.
an anthem.
What's the other one? The
Baila Conmigo.
Yep.
That's
That's a big one.
I'm
And
telling you, man.
The other one with a Major Lazer.
I'm telling you, the Latin EDM movement is gonna take over. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna come. It's,
Yeah.
it's already hitting. Like
No, yeah.
It
it's
sounds
hidden.
so good.
It's here.
it sounds so good, yo. What do you call it? Yo,
I mean,
we
not
should.
even. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What?
I was saying not even going too far. Black Eyed Peas' last album was very Latin but EDM-ish at the same time. But
Yeah.
A little ahead of
Yeah,
the curve.
definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for inserting that in.
I know. Sorry, I knew it was.
Shout out to Black Eyed Peas.
I knew. I'm gonna take it out. Don't worry. I knew it was gonna work. I was like, I gotta say this.
Can't
No,
forget
so
that.
you want to try again? You want to try it again?
No, I'm okay. Let's go to the next segment.
Nah, you leaving this in.
No,
Nah, you leaving this in now. Nah, like-
Can you work on the transition?
the
Come on.
the problem is that you said it like you knew what you were saying was whack already.
I know. That's why I was like. That's why I said no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that the Black Eyed Peas did a
Yeah.
little Latin thing, but go ahead.
And you're like, no, go ahead, say it. I'm like, okay.
Actually, real quick, there's been some really huge announcements with Beat Source.
Yes.
I want to talk about it, but I want to call the homie Styles from Beat Source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, obviously DJ City, Beat Source, Beatport, the whole family. I want to give him a call and then talk about it a little bit, all right?
Yes.
Hey.
Let's do it.
Hey, yo, so I managed to get, the homie Styles
Yes,
from
man.
Beat Source
Nice.
on. We got Styles. Styles, what's good,
What's
fam?
good, brother?
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up, guys?
What up, man? So I've been seeing a lot of press. I've been seeing Beat Source and Rolling Stone. I've been seeing you guys pushing out all this information on new updates on Beat Source. If you guys don't know Beat Source, it's a new streaming service that's available in Serato, Rekordbox, a whole bunch of other DJ pretty much apps and programs.
Yeah.
And it allows you to stream MP3s, via Wi-Fi and internet,
Right.
instead of actually owning the MP3s and downing them, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of like Beat Source is up there with like who else is up there? Tidal, SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you guys are kind of revolutionizing everything. You're continuing to revolutionize shit because you guys got these new updates going on. You guys got DJ edits now. You got edited intros for songs now. What's going on? This is everything I prayed for Beat Source.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the major updates that we just made, which is that we are now featuring fully licensed DJ edits from all major labels in hundreds of different indies. And we're able to add all that content into the Beat Source service. And so what that means is basically we've secured the licensing rights to legally create DJ edits. And this is the first time this has existed in the history of DJ music, basically.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and so what we've done is with those licensing deals with all the majors, it allows us to create DJ edits for not only new music, which is what you typically get from a record pool, but also classic music, right? So all the music in their back catalog, we can also create DJ edits for. And what we're doing is we're creating edits for all that music, but we're also taking 20 years of DJ City content that we've been building over the last 20 years and rolling that into BeatSource as well.
Wow.
So we're talking about intro versions, transition edits, clean edits, short edits, hook first versions, right? So all the typical versions that we're accustomed to getting from our record pool services, we can now get through BeatSource, which is a DSP. And because we're a DSP, we can get all back catalog music too. So it's not just the new stuff; it's all the old stuff as well.
That's insane.
That's dope.
That's fucking crazy.
It's a big step,
man.
yeah.
So it's like it's lit. So like, how do you guys do this? Like your back catalog from the past 20 years. Like, are we talking about like Rick James, like 8-bar intros, Whitney Houston 8-bar intros, shit like that? Duran never was asking me, shit like that. It depends.
Some Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode. Does it depend on the label? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so I mean, we have all majors on board, so we're going to have content from all of them. There's not going to be any that we're missing. And to answer your question, it's so when I say the 20 years, that refers specifically to the DJ City content. So let me back up a little bit and explain. You know, DJ City is a record pool. Probably most people are familiar with it, right? Mm-hmm. We've been operating for 20 years. But DJ City is a promotional record pool service. And so that means we've got music that's brand new. We keep it up there for about a year, and then we remove it from the site because that's what a record pool serves to do, right? Just promote new music.
Right.
So, you know, for 20 years, we've been doing that. And people always ask, why is there not older music on DJ City? Why can't I find a song that was on there 5 years ago? That's the reason why, right? Now, that being said, even though we remove it from DJ City, that doesn't mean we delete it. We've been sitting on all that content for 20 years. Wow. And so with these deals that we've just been able to secure with the majors, we can now roll all that content into BeatSource. So, you know, it's not necessarily the Rick James and stuff because we're only talking about 20 years, but it's definitely the Baby Bashes and the T-Pain and all the stuff, you know, that we were playing 20 years ago and up through, which is obviously tons of music. And you guys know how the scene changes and all the music, you know, styles that we went through. But all that is now going to be available on BeatSource. The second part of it is because we do have those licensing deals, part of our agreements is that they're going to allow us to make those edits for all the stuff that's older. So the Rick James stuff, the Prince, the Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, all that classic music that never had proper intro versions, that we can now do that.
Wow.
And the second part of that is because we're a DSP, we're paying out to the rights holders. So now when you play that Whitney Houston intro version, it's going to get attributed back to the original. And so her, you know, whoever's on the publishing, her family, whoever owns that, is going to get a percentage of that spin.
It's insane.
Wow.
How long have you guys been working on that now? Since the last time we spoke, even before then, right?
Way before that.
But yeah, I mean, to be real, right? We launched BeatSource 2 years ago, and from the jump, it was always the first thing we knew we needed to get done, which is add the DJ edits. And so it's really taken us about 2 years to get to this point, and that's because there's just a ton of business that has to be worked out on the end, working with these major record labels. And so it took us all that time to get it done. That was the first part, right? It's just the business aspect of it. The second part is the actual like manual upload of all this music to BeatSource, which has been, and that's what we've been doing for probably the last few months now. Literally, we had a team of editors that are sitting there just day and night, basically uploading tracks one by one by one. I mean, when this is all said and done, we're talking about over hundreds of thousands of tracks, right? Wow. So,
that's fucking crazy,
bro.
Yeah, because I don't even think about the logistics of all of it and operations in it. It's like it's such a task to overtake, and especially like all of the requests for the classic music and the throwback shit that you guys have to now re-edit. All of these major. It's a lot of work.
And I'm glad you just said request, because what's great is like, because we've got these licensing deals, we can do, you know, edits for everything. We've actually set up an email, requests@beatsource.com. So if you're a BeatSource user and you're like, yo, I need an edit for this track and you guys don't have it, you can send us an email and we'll go make it for you. And it's
Damn.
not just this like bootleg edit that we've made and put up. Like it's literally this legal edit that will get put up to the system. And if any DJs are playing it, again, the rights holders are going to get a little piece of that, which is great in our sense. Because again, we want to, we want to make sure that the artists are getting their due. We want to make sure people are properly paid when DJs are playing their music.
Yo, Styles, did any of the price point change after this?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we made one minor adjustment, which is that we previously we were offering 3 different plans, right? We had a Link plan for $9.99, we had a Pro plan for $19.99, and then we had a Pro Plus plan for $29.99. We got rid of that middle tier. So right now we're only offering the $9.99 plan and the $29.99 plan. The difference is with the $29.99 plan, you're getting the edits, and you're getting the second thing, which we'll talk about, which is the offline mode, the locker. But so just to be clear, if you're looking to get access to these edits, it's only available with the Pro Plus plan. But our $9.99 plan is still there, and it's still a great tool, I think, for especially new DJs, beginner DJs, up and coming DJs, people that just need access to music so that they can play in their bedroom and, find music that they want to play.
Now, I have another question real quick, Kirk. Can I record with these songs and then put out my own mixtape? Is that allowable?
I mean, you can record not through the DVS. So, if anybody's used a streaming service in like Serato or Rekordbox or any other DJ software, you'll notice that the recording gets disabled within Serato.
Okay.
Okay.
That said, you could still, like the saying is like, if you could hear it, you could record it. So, you can still record it through your outs on your mixer or whatever, and do what you will with it. But, the internal recording is disabled.
Got it.
So for the $9.99 plan, right? Basically, it's probably mostly kids, new coming DJs who don't have a library.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get access to BeatSource, and they're gonna be able to stream all the music that they want through internet. With the $29.99 now, they get the extended intros, they get these custom edits, and also they get an offline locker, which means they can download a select number of the songs to their computer so that if they're doing a gig that doesn't have Wi-Fi, they can still DJ and use the songs, right? Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah. We're the only DJ, streaming service that offers the offline mode.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was, that's part of the plan. And obviously there's been a change to that too, which I don't know if that's where you're leading
because
into.
Because it was like 100 songs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we launched, we had the Pro Plus plan with an offline locker of 100 tracks, meaning
which is basically you can't DJ a whole night on 100 songs.
Yeah, you might
know what I'm saying?
Because you're roughly hitting about 40 songs per hour.
A lot of DJs were pissed about that. They were like, "What the fuck is the point of this shit?"
Cricket was pissed about that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, they were telling me, they were voicing to me.
Oh, you were the point of reference.
I'm the conduit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You're the middleman.
I'm the conduit of information. Recording that. But yeah, they were complaining like, "What the fuck am I gonna do with 100 songs?"
Yeah.
Because I got to go and DJ and shit. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, totally.
So what did you guys do? How many can you do? How many songs did you up?
You asked, we listened, so we increased the locker size by 10 times now. So it's now 1,000 tracks.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
that's
you
a
go.
big difference.
Well done.
You see, it all paid off for you.
These guys are making actual changes to
Yes.
help DJs.
They're listening to us.
We're listening. I mean, listen, when we launched, there was 2 things we knew we had to do. The first was to add the DJ edits, because we know from running a record pool for 20 years, we know DJs need their edits, right? They need their intro versions, they need their clean edits, they need their instrumentals and acapellas. We get that. So we needed to do that. And then the second thing we knew we needed to do was increase that locker size. It was always a plan of ours. And yeah, we're super happy that we could get it to that size, because 1,000 tracks should be more than enough for you to rock any type of gig, right?
Absolutely.
Even those marathon gigs. Like I know you guys in Vegas play extra long sets. I don't know if you're ever playing more than 1,000 tracks at a gig.
Yeah,
I think the most I played was 600 to 700.
How the fuck did you play 700 songs?
I think I played 700.
You're fucking crazy.
Was it an all-night gig? Like,
was it a 10-hour shift? God damn.
It was all night. 700 songs though.
That's crazy.
I've done a 10-hour, corporate gig shift too, and I mean, I think 1,000 should have you covered by any means. And again, it's 1,000 tracks that you can put in, take out, so it's not limited in that sense, right?
Yeah.
So no matter what type of gig it is, like that should have you covered. And so we really feel like, again, this is the value that we're bringing as a streaming service, because no other streaming service can offer even offline mode, number one, or a capacity that big.
You guys are cornering the market pretty much. Like you guys, I mean, as of right now, knock on wood, there is no competition right now for you as far as, right?
I mean, yeah. You
guys are cornered. Like I'm trying to think. Like
it's you and Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying? Like well, yeah.
It's you, Jay-Z,
but even if but Tidal would have to go through so much paperwork to even start editing songs and putting intros on.
They would be
a
couple of years behind.
And that's the thing. That's not on their roadmap, because that's not what their service is. Their service is for general consumers, and they happen to be integrated with DJ software. But they're not going to go sit there and make 20 years of DJ edits, because why would they? You know what I mean? We've luckily been doing that over the last 20 years because this is what we do. And, again, we're just trying to build the perfect product for DJs. Like, it's great that we are, you say that, I take that as flattery, and I'm glad to hear you say that, but we just want to make sure we build the perfect product for DJs and something that is actually going to work for them. Mm-hmm. And so when we launched and DJs are like, yeah, you don't have edits and you only have 100 tracks in here, this isn't going to work for me. We're listening. We're like, okay, let's work on this, right?
Yeah. That's fucking, I mean,
that's awesome.
Great. The great thing about what you guys are doing is that probably in another 2 years or 3 years, it's going to evolve even more, and you're going to be able to offer more and more services, and what I think would be great, we've talked about this a little bit too, is just getting some acapellas for some of the new music too.
Yeah.
If you could even talk to the labels and get some of these acapellas, you know what I mean? That would be amazing right now.
Absolutely. Help. And actually, even with this update that we just made, we've got a bunch of instrumentals and acapellas that aren't available even on any other DSP, right? Because, we've got those acapellas through our dealings at DJ City, and they don't get sent to the DSPs, because why would Spotify need acapellas or instrumentals? I mean, maybe instrumentals more so, but like general people, like consumers, aren't listening to acapellas. But we always were getting those through DJ City, and now those are going to be available or are already available on BeatSource.
Nice.
Amazing.
I got a question, Styles. When a new song releases, say it releases at midnight on Thursday or whatever, how quick is it up on BeatSource? What is the time frame?
It's as quick as it can be. I mean, we basically, we've got a label director and a label manager who is focused on getting music. We've got curators that, pay attention to what's going on. So just as on DJ City, we'd be like watching Kanye's feed and ready for like the announcement, when's he dropping the album so we can get it up on DJ City. We're doing the same thing on the BeatSource side. So, I mean, just like those other services can get the music and break it super quickly. That's what our goal is. And eventually we want to get to a place where we're breaking that music even before some of the DSPs are, because we're more vital to that element. It's interesting. I had a back and forth with Jermaine Dupri and actually talked to him on the phone about this, because he had tweeted like, where's the service that's breaking these records for the DJs? And I hit him back and I was like, we're doing this with BeatSource. And so we started DMing, and then he ended up giving me a call and we talked about this. And he was like, I'm looking for a DSP that can break music to DJs before, because he's like, it's ridiculous that the DJs got to wait to the same time that the like people on Spotify get the music, right?
Right.
That's been a problem. That's been a problem for how long now?
Like at least like what, 10 years?
10 years?
Easy.
Maybe not that long, but maybe yeah.
Yeah, I miss when we were able to get those records first.
Definitely like 6 to 8 years, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this, how you how Never got in the club way before it came out.
Yeah.
So it was just,
months. Months. We used to get songs months before they came out.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, that was always our mission at DJ City, was to like break these records first, and we did that with a bunch of different artists, guys like Little John, guys that especially knew the value of a DJ, so they would know, let me get my record out to the DJ record pools first, because then the record will blow. And you're right, it's been about a decade where DJs have started getting kind of shafted, and obviously like acapellas aren't getting released and instrumentals don't get released like they used to. But we think what we're doing is going to change that, because now we're providing revenue back to the artists, and we're providing data back to the artists. We're saying, hey, like, we're providing a huge value to your artists and your labels. So fuck with us. And I think they're starting to understand. And that's what this deal with the edits, I think, is a great step in that direction.
Yeah. Styles, I had a question real fast. So in a situation where maybe an artist isn't signed to a record label, are you still able to get the music in like a way that they don't have to be signed to a label if they're just independent?
Yeah, I mean, we still can do that. We basically operate, the way that we operate is we work with a bunch of distributors, right? And so if you distribute your music through them and you can get it to us, then we will definitely get it up on the service.
Okay.
So, there's a bunch of different distributors. If you guys are musicians or producers, you probably know a lot of them. There's like The Orchard and DistroKid and all sorts of different ones, right? But yeah, it's not limited to like major artists and major labels. It's definitely independent as well. And we're working on a new system, and so where we can focus on independent artists and independent producers and remixers as well.
So in regards to all these remixers and editors right now, like everyone who's on Bandcamp, who's doing like independent remixes and production for like these huge artists, are those going to be able to get on the BeatSource site, or are they going to have to get pre-approved by the label? How does that work?
Yeah, so that's the next step in our roadmap, is to build a system to where we can get those kind of what they call is like bootleg remixes, right? They're not official remixes. They're just remixes that we are doing as DJs or producers, right? So right now that's not included in the edits that we're uploading, but it's next on the list. And so the reason that is because, again, you need to be able to attribute to the correct rights holders, right? So if Nick Mike remixes a classic track, but with a bunch of original elements and everything, we need to make sure, let's say he remixes like a Stevie Wonder track. We need to make sure that if a DJ plays that, Stevie Wonder gets attributed correctly, right? And the publishers get their due. So it's very complicated. There's been a bunch of people that have tried to tackle that, but we're in a really good position, and that's next, right? We're going to start to feature these kind of quote unquote like bootleg remixes and all that. But we're going to do it in this like licensed system, so where everything is attributed, and because even the guys on Bandcamp are having issues, right, where they're getting their music down. And again, it's because it's not done with the due diligence of getting the labels involved, and I know why that happens, because it's very difficult, but that's something that's definitely next on the trajectory.
Wow. So wait. So basically, it just sounds like an impossible feat to get done, though. Like, you know what I mean? It seems like it's really impossible, especially the amount of remixes that come out.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'll say to that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do like with SoundCloud, where it's like all user generated. Anybody can upload anything, and everyone could just put whatever they want up there. We're not going to do that. We're going to curate it, and we're going to select producers and select remixers that we want to have featured on our service, and cherry pick and hand pick, just like we did with DJ City, right? DJ City isn't just like any Tom, Dick, and Harry can submit their remix and get it up on DJ City, right? Yeah. We still curate it. We still listen. We still want the best of the best. So we're going to take that same approach with BeatSource. And so it's not like we're just letting everybody do what they want to do.
So will the remixer, the producer or DJ who's remixing, who's creating the bootleg, will they get paid from the stream as well, or?
That's where we want to head to. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, all that still has to get ironed out, and again, it's something that's coming up, so we haven't exactly fleshed it all out and got it all down, but yeah, I mean, that's what we want to get. At the end of the day, our mission is to reward the DJs, reward the artists, like make sure everybody's getting their due.
Nice.
So yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
It's crazy,
man.
So is there anything else? Is there any other updates? Is there anything?
So do we have any promo code for our listeners here, Styles?
Yeah, we're gonna post the promo code over here on our YouTube video.
Yes.
So this is the promo code, right, Styles? You're committing to this?
Right here? We're pointing at it, huh?
Are you committing to this promo code so DJs can sign up? Yes?
Yes.
Absolutely. And it's going to give your listeners, so typically we give a free 30-day trial.
Yeah.
But with this code, you'll be able to get 60 days free.
Woo!
Nice.
Look at us. Changing,
not bad.
moving the needle here.
Good shit. So what do you call it? Yeah, man. So I think it's about time. We've been talking about BeatSource for a minute now. But I think
we got to
it's-
start getting integrated, right?
We got to start getting ready.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw Peter made a hefty tip this past weekend because he was on Beat Source and he found a song in there that he needed that he didn't have in his computer. So
Dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, we're missing out on tips here, man.
I think that's really the thing is that you have an infinite library at your fingertips as long as you have a Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's what it is, especially for you guys and for all your listeners that are established DJs that got these big ass catalogs already. This is just that extra tool to find and get the stuff that you don't necessarily have on tap. But again, it's like if you're thinking about it from the standpoint of a brand new DJ who's just getting into this, they're instantly have access to all this music, including all these edits. And so, I think the new generation of DJs are going to be they're going to have way more access, and hopefully they'll be better for it.
I have a question, Stas. So you guys are curating crates, right? Like if you want the cumbia, the hottest 10 cumbia songs that you need to play, you guys are curating playlists in that sense for DJs?
Yeah, I mean, we have tons of playlists for every theme, moment, occasion, like no matter what it is. Like, we got the Locks versus Dipset playlist up there if you need those tracks.
Nice.
And that's what's dope, right? Because you can't go to name me a record pool where you can go and get the whole Locks discography right now. Now you can jump on BeatSource, get the full discography, talking about all the full albums, like everything. Go down that rabbit hole, like discover the label they were on, find all that music from that label, that era. Like it's so deep. It's just you got to put in the work. And that's what the thing is. It's like we're not trying to take out the element of being a dope DJ, which means digging, finding music, doing your research, learning about new styles, practicing new genres, like all that still exists. It just now you can do it so much easier and with so much more music,
Yeah.
Nice.
he's actually making it worse for DJs because we have to start accepting requests now.
You know what I was thinking?
You know what I'm saying?
I was
Like,
thinking the exact same thing.
we can't deny a request,
You can't be like, nah, I don't have it.
Or if like an artist comes in and they're like, yo, I just dropped my single, you got it? I'm like, nah. They're like, nah, you got BeatSource, right? And I'm gonna be like, yo, when these artists start knowing about BeatSource,
That's a problem.
that's a problem.
artists and people that's coming to the club.
Yeah,
requesting
they're like, nah,
music.
you got BeatSource.
You
I
got
know you
that
got
BeatSource,
it.
you
That
have
shit's
to
on
have it, bro.
BeatSource.
You ain't got
Yeah.
That's every DJ's gonna
So
start
it's not
hating
gonna be
you
a
now.
good thing. Yeah.
You just got to get more creative with your no. Like what?
I don't know. The Wi-Fi's been a little
I'm-
tricky.
I'm offline right now. You know what I mean? I'm
I'm
working
offline.
off my locker. That's all
I'm
I
in
got.
my
bro.
locker
Sorry.
right now.
I'm working off my locker. It's crazy.
Yo, Styles, thank you for coming through and spreading the knowledge.
Thank you for the education,
Yeah.
brother.
Man.
Thank you for the promo code.
Just-
Our
yeah.
listeners will
But to
love
say,
it.
well, I'm waiting for my promo code also.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, listen.
Well, I already talked to him, so we're gonna get laced up.
Okay,
Perfect.
God damn it.
We're gonna get laced up.
God bless you, Styles.
He's giving me a face. He's giving me a face like he's not gonna lace us
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. Look, I never said
I
that.
didn't commit to this.
He's giving like this half smile, like what? Like lacing who?
Like, what?
Nervous. You guys get 60 days. Yo, Styles, thank you, man. Good to see you, man.
All right,
I haven't seen
Styles.
you in a minute, so it's good.
Yeah,
to see
likewise.
You,
I appreciate it. I always appreciate you guys having me on and what you guys are doing for the community. So thank you.
bro. All right, brother.
All right, brother. Peace.
Peace, man.
Peace.
All right, peace.
All right, big shout to Styles, man.
Yeah, Styles. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. And then the promo code, right, that he was speaking of is going to be ROAD60 for BeatSource.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you enter ROAD60 in the BeatSource site, you're going to get 60 days of free BeatSource streaming.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Take-
get
take
that,
advantage.
Get that. Don't ever say we didn't do nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
take
saying?
advantage because we don't even have that right now.
Let us know how that goes.
And before we end this podcast, you got to give a big shout and rest in peace to Paul Johnson and a rest in peace to Chucky Thompson,
Yeah.
who actually both amazing producers
Yeah.
passed because of COVID,
Yeah.
which is really, really fucking sad.
I know.
Chucky Thompson, Paul. The thing about Paul Johnson is I don't really know that much about him. I know about the Get Down.
I just know the one song. Yeah.
which is honestly one of my favorites.
and it's
I
still
love
big
that
to this
song,
day.
man.
Another song you can still play in the club.
Down,
I think the
down,
first
down.
time I ever heard that song was you playing it.
Yeah, probably
Maybe
at
like-
Jet, right?
Man,
Yeah,
that song is it still hits.
it still hits.
Damn, man.
It's one of my favorite house
That's like-
songs of all time.
So dope, so dope.
It just
That's
hits
like-
so
they-
hard. Like,
Yeah, man.
there's no. I mean, there's so many great house songs, but that one just hit.
Yeah,
Like,
you
fucking
can't
hard.
help but move when you hear that record, man.
Yeah. And
Love
then
that song.
Chucky Thompson, man, he's just responsible for so much production in the
that,
90s for
all
so
that
many
early
classics.
Bad Boy music, that was all him. The second Mary J. Blige album,
My Life.
he did the majority of that.
Yo, that Mary J. Blige album, My Life, has got to be one of the greatest R&B hip hop albums of all time.
Yeah.
By far.
You know what? Actually, have you seen the documentary about the anniversary of My Life?
No,
I haven't
It's
seen
on
it.
Amazon. If you get a
Yeah.
chance, check
Oh
it out.
shit. Okay.
And actually, Chucky Thompson is in it in the bill. So check it out.
Damn, man.
I saw Guru, young Guru, like posting something,
Yeah,
and it was just really sad.
I know, man. Yeah.
And even Paul Johnson, man, he had like a rough ass life.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot of shit about him. I didn't know. Like, he lost both his legs.
He got shot.
He got shot.
Paralyzed, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
Paralyzed.
he got shot in his leg, right?
He had to get it amputated.
Right. And then he lost his other leg
Yep.
In an accident.
in a car accident.
Yo, that is
And
insane,
he
bro.
was in a wheelchair.
Yeah. But he was still DJing.
He was still DJing.
That's dope.
So the sad shit is, if you go to Paul Johnson's Instagram, right? A few days, like, he was actually excited. He's like, I'm DJing. He was like posting pictures of his gig. And then like literally 7 days later, he was in the hospital.
Damn.
So it's like, it's crazy,
chilling,
man.
Man.
It's honestly, man, rest in peace, Paul
Yeah,
Johnson.
For real, man.
And Chucky Thompson.
And Chucky Thompson. And yo, man, like, honestly, a lot of DJs has been getting COVID, right? So just like, yo, I don't really want to tell motherfuckers what to do and whatnot, but just be safe.
Yeah.
Be careful out there,
And
man.
be careful out there. And, you know, I've been having a lot of conversations with close homies of mine who don't want to get vaccinated. And, you know, it's like, it's your choice, man, on what you want to do. But what I've been hearing is like, the motherfuckers who don't get vaccinated, they get the Delta variant. They go to the hospital, right? They're like, they can't breathe. They're on a respirator. They're literally, at that point, that's when they're putting experimental, you know,
Yeah.
then they're doing experimental medicines on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when they're like, all right, everyone's begging for experimental shit at that point.
Yeah.
So why would you beg for experimental shit at that point
And not do the
and not take the
vaccine.
vaccine, yo? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
It's backwards.
I've just like, I hate to say it, but I've been so thankful and like grateful that I got the vaccine.
Yeah.
And I'm glad all y'all got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Be safe out there, and
For real, man.
and you know,
Till next time.
yeah. Till next time, yo. We ended like really sad, huh?
No, it's all
man.
good.
All right. Say something stupid, Jamie, so we can end it on a funny note.
Black Eyed Peas are the best.
There we go.
They went to my high school.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. Will I Am and Apple.
Okay, that was dumb enough for us.
Yeah,
To end there.
ta-da! That's how I get paid the big bucks.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
If you want to watch more episodes from R.O.A.D Podcast, click either links on the left or the right. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page and get updated on new uploads throughout the week. Peace.